Although episode 1127 of the One Piece anime left many with their mouths open for the brutal animation, an official Toei animation animator didn't hold back and let loose a rather direct criticism of one of the most talked about and hated aspects by fans: the sound effects. The episode, which premiered last April 27th, finally showed the long-awaited clash between Luffy in Gear 5 mode and Admiral Kizaru inside the Egghead's arc. The animation was crazy, with all the exaggerated style that characterizes One Piece, and it was especially shine thanks to Chancellor Vincent, a freelance animator super loved by the community. But it wasn't all applause. In the midst of the excitement, an animator with the user at /hone_hone posted on Twitter something that no one expected from someone inside the studio itself. "I think Toei Animation should fire the One Piece sound team immediately. It's an unprofessional job." Obviously, the post was deleted shortly after, but it was already too late. The networks exploded, and many began to agree with him. Several fans pointed out that those effects come from Dragon Ball Z, so they are already more than recycled. Others were softer with their criticisms, saying that they don't sound bad, but they are super out of place and more variety is needed. I'll never understand how One Piece can have the best animation and the worst sound effects in anime. I don't mind the sounds themselves, but was it necessary to repeat the same cut sound like 16 times in a row? And it can't be that Toei is still using the same effects since Reagan was president. Even Piccolo Damiani, an animator and sound designer who has worked on Dragon Ball, commented, "The 90s effects are good, almost timeless, but using them like this in One Piece is like in Dragon Ball GT. In one episode, you fight 3 sounds and nothing else." And if that wasn't enough, a user named at /Corbivo edited the fight with new, smoother, more modern sound effects. The result? People loved it. Many said the scene was much more enjoyable without the original sound chaos. Even with all of this nonsense, episode 1127 is still considered by many fans to be the best of the entire Egghead arc so far. Anyway, this reignited the eternal debate between classic and modern in anime. Should we evolve or stick with the nostalgic? What do you think? Are the sound effects killing the experience, or are they part of Toei's trademark?